Hello guys, welcome to EduTap. I am your mentor Prakash. I am a company secretary and a law graduate, and I welcome you all in the sessions of important MCQ series, in which today we are going to discuss the MCQs related to chapter 3rd and chapter 4th of our Indian Contract Act 1872, right? So in yesterday's session we have discussed about the important MCQs related to chapter 1 and chapter 2nd, and that is why today we are going to discuss the MCQs related to chapter 3rd and chapter 4th of our Indian Contract Act 1872. So those who have not watched those sessions, they can watch by referring the link given in the description box below, right? So this is going to be the lecture number 13. So all those lectures you can easily access by going to the playlist of our YouTube of our EduTap channel, where you can find the playlist of SEBI Grade A Legal and SEBI Grade A Legal, and from where you can access all the important lectures which we have discussed till now, right? So let's proceed, guys. So guys, as you all know that we have launched Practice 5000 plus MCQ course for of paper 2 of SEBI Grade A Legal examination, which will cover the entire syllabus of phase 1 as well as phase 2, right friends? So here you will be given 500 plus free MCQs, right? So do avail this course, and after solving 500 plus MCQs you will get to know where your preparation is right now is going on, in which direction your preparation is going on right now. So if after solving these 500 plus MCQs, if you feel that you need more MCQs to make your preparation stronger, then you can have this course. The link of this course is given in the description box below. And guys, one more course we have launched, that is SEBI Grade A Legal free starter 7 days free starter pack, right? So you will get to know a lot of things about SEBI Grade A Legal examination, like eligibility for this examination, cutoff of this examination, right? And what are the salary, what is the profile of SEBI Grade A Legal officer. So you will get to know all these kind of details, and those 500 plus MCQs which we have discussed right now. So you will get also those 500 plus MCQs you will get as a part of this course as well. So this course is absolutely free of cost. You do not need to pay anything to have this course, right? So the link of this course is given in the description box below as well. Now let's proceed, guys. So if you are new here, then do subscribe our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel to get the latest updates as well as to get the PDF of our YouTube sessions. And guys, these are our achievers for yesterday's questions, right? So Divya Bansal, Jyoti Namdev, Pradyumna Yadav and Simi Prasad. So they are the achievers of our yesterday question, right? So they all have made the right statement, made the right answer, right? So guys, if you want to be in the list of achiever, then you have to answer the homework question which we will discuss in the last slide of our session, right? Now let's move to today's content. So guys, if we talk about question number first, then question number first is a contract dependent on the happening or non-happening of future uncertain event is your options are contingent contract, uncertain contract, void contract, voidable contract, or none of the above. So which of the following is correct? Guys, you have to take part in the session. You have to solve along with me so that you will get the benefit of these sessions. So basically the intention behind this session is that you have to do all mistakes in here in our YouTube sessions itself, and you have to learn a lot from these mistakes as well, so that you do not make a mistake in your actual examination, right guys? So that is why you have to solve the question simultaneously. So what is the right answer for question number first? The right answer is option number A, that is contingent contract. Right? So guys, the contingent contract means enforceability of that contract is directly depends upon happening or not happening of an event. So if you read section 31 of Indian Contract Act 1872, which defines the term contingent contract as follows: a contingent contract is a contract to do or not to do something if some event collateral to such contract does or does not happen, right? So I hope you got the clarity, guys. Now let's move to the question number second. So question number second is the phrase quantum merit literally means. So what is the meaning of quantum merit? Your options are as much as is earned. Second is the fact in itself. Number third is a contract for the sale. Option number D is as much as is gained. And option number E is none of the above. So what is the right answer, guys? Guys, one more request. If when you answer, when you are try to attempting this question, then guys do mention question number, right? Before making your answer, before marking your answer, do mark your question number so that I do not get confused which question you are referring here. So one of our aspirant is saying option number D, that is as much as is gained. The right answer is option number A, that is as much as is earned, right? So the quantum merit is a Latin phrase meaning what one has earned. So in the context of the contract law, it means something along the lines of reasonable value of services. Right, guys? Now let's move to the question number 3rd. So question number 3rd is, this is a very important question which is based on illustration mentioned in your BEAR Act itself. So the question is, a singer contracts with B. Guys, read the illustration properly because illustrations are very important if we talk about Indian Contract Act, if we talk about Indian Penal Code. So illustrations are directly asked from the BEAR Act itself. So you have to have idea about these illustrations very well, right? So a singer contracts with B, the manager of a theatre, for 2 nights in every week during the next 2 months, and B engages to pay her 100 rupees for each night performance. Then on the 6th night, A willfully absents herself, but with the assent of B, A sings on the 7th night. B has signified his acquiescence in the continuance of the contract. What should be the outcome? So what the options are: B can resign the contract even now, right? Next is B is not entitled to compensation for the damage sustained by him through A's failure to sing on the 6th night. Option number C is B must pay A for the nights on which she had sung. Option number D is B is not liable to pay anything to A, and option number E is none of the above. So guys, read the question properly, then try to attempt it. So what should be the right answer for question number 3rd? Do let me know. The right answer is option number C, that is B must pay A for the nights on which she had sung, right? So guys, if you read section 39 of our Indian Contract Act, then this section contains effect of refusal of a party to perform promise wholly, right? So when a party to a contract has refused to perform or disabled himself from performing his promise in its entirety, the promisee may put an end to the contract unless he has signified by words or conduct his acquiescence in its continuance. So here B has done the same, right? So this illustration was directly based on the section 39 of our Indian Contract Act. Now let's move to the question number 4. So question number 4 is the term quid pro quo means, right? Your options are something important, something in return, something of value, something relevant, or none of the above. So which of the following is correct? Guys, tell me what is the right answer for question number 4th. These questions you can consider in the topic of important Latin terms and maxims also, as well as this is the part of Indian Contract Act as well. So what is the right answer for question number 4th? The right answer is option number B, that is something in return. So quid pro quo describes an agreement between 2 or more parties in which there is a reciprocal exchange of goods or services. The phrase is Latin for something, right? So basically this is something in return. Okay, so Simran is saying option number B, Divya is saying B, Paras is great, right? So you all have made the question right. Now let's move to the question number 5th. So question number 5th is a jus in personam means a right against. Your options are the public at large, nothing specific, a specific thing, a specific person, or none of the above. So guys, what is the right answer for question number 5th? Guys, do mention question number 5th. Do mention question number before marking your answer. Guys, one thing you need to do that you have to revise these MCQs. All MCQs which we will be discussing till your examination, you have to discuss all these MCQs, because I will not be surprised if most of the questions or a lot of questions will be asked from these MCQs itself. These are very important MCQs which we are discussing right now. Okay, so Divya is saying option number D, that is okay, a specific person. So the right answer for this question is option number D, that is a specific person, right? So law of contract creates just in personam and not just in rem. Here just in rem means the right against a thing at large, and just in personam means the right against the specific person. Right guys, now let's move to the question number 6. So question number 6 is, which one of the following is not a method by which a contract can be discharged? So your options are discharge by misrepresentation, discharge by performance, discharge by breach, discharge by agreement, or discharge by lapse of time. So what is the right answer for question number 6? The right answer for question number 6 is option number A, that is discharge by misrepresentation. So this is not the mode of discharge of a contract, right? So if we talk about modes of discharge of a contract, then discharge of contract by performance, discharge of contract by lapse of time, discharge of contract by impossibility of performance, discharge of contract by mutual agreement, discharge of contract by operation of law, discharge of contract by breach of contract, discharge of contract by remission, discharge of contract by merger of rights, and discharge of contract by non-provisioning of facilities. So these all are the modes through which you can discharge the contract, right? So basically discharge by misrepresentation is not a mode to discharge the contract. So most of the aspirants are marking this question right. So option number A is the right answer for question number 6, right? Now let's move to the question number 7. So question number 7 is, the contract can be discharged by impossibility of performance specified under which section of our Indian Contract Act? So your options are section 26 of the Indian Contract Act, section 53, section 56, section 28, or section 59. So which of the following is correct? So the right answer for question number 7 is option number C, that is under section 56 of the Indian Contract Act. So if you read section 56 of the Indian Contract Act, then it contains a contract to do an act which after the contract is made becomes impossible or by reason of some event which the promisor could not prevent. Unlawful becomes void when the act becomes impossible or unlawful, right? So compensation for loss through non-performance of act known to be impossible or unlawful. 7th C, great. So Divya is saying C, yes, your answer is right. The option number C is the correct answer for question number 7th. Now let's move to the question number 8th. So question number 8 is, A promises to paint a picture for B by 30th December 2006 on a certain price. So A dies before that date, before fulfilling his promise, right? So A dies before that date. So what are the options available with B? So B can enforce the contract, B cannot enforce the contract, B can enforce the contract against A's representatives, A's representatives can enforce the contract against B, or none of the above. So what is the right answer for question number 8? Tell me guys. So the right answer for question number 8 is option number B, that is B cannot enforce the contract. Right friends? B cannot enforce the contracts. So if you read section 37 of the Indian Contract Act, then it contains obligation of parties to contract. So the parties to a contract must either perform or offer to perform their respective promises unless such performance is dispensed with or excused under the provisions of this act or of any other law. Right? So promises bind the representatives of the promisers in case of the death of such promises before performance unless a contrary intention appears from the contract. Here contrary intention is appearing from the contract. And what is the contrary intention? That this picture has to be painted by A, but since A dies, then it is not possible for the representatives to paint the picture, right? So that is why here the contrary intention is appearing from the contract. So if you see the illustration, this illustration is basically derived from the provision itself, from Bare Act itself, right? So A promises to paint a picture for B by a certain day at certain price. A dies before the day. The contract cannot be enforced either by A's representatives or by B. Right guys? 8th B, right? So most of you are saying right. Now let's move to the question number 9th. So question number 9th is again an illustration. A and B agrees that A shall pay rupees 5,000 for B, which B shall afterwards deliver to A 1 quintal wheat or a smuggled pistol. So decide this case. So the options are, the whole agreement is void, Option number B is the whole agreement is valid. Option number C is the whole agreement is unlawful. Option number D is the agreement to deliver wheat is valid, but the agreement is void as to pistol, right? And the last is none of the above. So which of the following is correct? The right answer for question number 9 is option number D. That is, the agreement to deliver wheat is valid, but if you talk about agreement related to delivery of pistol, so that is void, right? So if you read section 58 of our Indian Contract Act, then alternative promise, one branch being illegal. So this provision is mentioned under section 58 of our Indian Contract Act. So in the case of an alternative promise, one branch of which is legal and the other illegal, the legal branch alone can be enforced. Right, friends? So I hope you got the clarity. Now let's move to the last question of the day, that is question number 10th. So question number 10th is, which one of the following cases is related to the doctrine of frustration? This is very important, guys. This question is very important. This can be asked in your upcoming examination. So tell me, what is the right answer for question number 10th? Your options are Satyavrata Ghosh versus Mugni Ram Bangar, State of Rajasthan versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Company, Hadley versus Baxendale, State Bank of India versus Quality Bread Factory, or Madras Railway Company versus Govinda Rao. So which of the following is correct? So the right answer for this question is option number A, that is Satyavrata Ghosh versus Mugni Ram Bangar, right? So guys, the doctrine of frustration was first dealt in modern times in Taylor versus Caldwell. A music hall was burned down in which concerts were supposed to be performed by the plaintiff on certain specific days. The court held that the defendant, the music hall company, was excused as its performance became impossible. Over the time, English law has pronounced many theories and principles relating to the law of frustration. And in our Indian Contract Act, this law of frustration is known as the impossibility of performance. So, however, it was made clear by this case that in India, we have statutory provisions to be followed under section 56 of our Indian Contract Act. So, this you have to remember, this you have to know, that doctrine of frustration is covered under section 56 of our Indian Constitution as a provisions related to impossibility of performance. Right, guys? So this was all 10 questions for today. And guys, today's question for achievers is, contingent contract is defined under which section of the Indian Contract Act 1872? So this is the questions for this is the question for achiever. Those who will make the those who will try to attempt this question, we will show their name in tomorrow's session, right? So I hope you got it. So this is the question for achiever, guys. Do note it and make comment, so that by making these type of comments, guys, this shows your discipline, this shows your commitment towards this examination, right? Because simply watching session is not enough. You have to solve, you have to participate in the session. And in today's session, I can see that a lot of aspirants have been participating in the session, which is a good and which shows your discipline and commitment towards this examination. So guys, this was all for today's session. We'll meet tomorrow with another session, with another informative and quality session with you. So till then, have a good day and goodbye, friends.